Good morning, and I'm Dana Coleman here, Director of Operations for PMA Web Services. I'd like to welcome you to our PMA Facebook video, Facebook Live. If you missed us last week, Carol Mickle posted an awesome video. So when you have some time, check out our Facebook page in the video section and don't miss her video. Now, if you've been following our blog lately and our Facebook Live videos, you'll notice that we've been talking a lot about social media and how crucial it is to have a social media strategy. And one of the core concepts of any strategy is being organized and planning. And in this case, it's planning your content. So I'm going to go over the top 10 tips we've pulled together at PMA for creating a content calendar for social media. And to get started, I would recommend using a spreadsheet. You can use Excel if you're going to be collaborating with anybody on your social media content. If someone's going to be writing it or scheduling it, you're going to want to use something that's collaborative like Google Sheets. It's a fantastic free resource. I use it daily in my business. I couldn't live without it. So I would recommend one of the two. And when you are laying out your spreadsheet, you want to take 12 columns for the months, and then you can use the rows for the weeks of the month. Now, the next step, the easiest tip to start filling in your calendar is to take a look at holidays. Now, I strongly recommend that holidays that are commemorative in nature, that you post resources to give back to those who are less fortunate or volunteer opportunities. A great time to do this, for example, would be prior to Thanksgiving. And another thing that is a really good idea, if you have the time, take a Saturday, a weekend, an afternoon, a day, and actually get out in your community and give back to a volunteer opportunity, either that you enjoy or any volunteer opportunity that you're interested in, and share that with your followers. It's not only a way to hopefully inspire other people to give back, but your followers will get to know you. They'll get to know another side of you than just your business. For number 3, it's time to do a little research. What industry events are coming up that are relevant to your market? Now, these could be conferences that you may or may not be attending. If it's something you're attending, you absolutely want to add that to your calendar and schedule a blog for anything you're attending. Schedule a blog before the conference, and you can talk about perhaps how it's going to be different than prior years. And schedule a blog while you're there. You want to write about your experience. And of course, schedule a wrap-up blog so you can comment about what a great success it was. For number 4, you want to do the exact same thing, but for thought leaders who are relevant in your industry. Now, do they have any events coming up, whether they are in person or virtual? Dedicate a week to promote them. For both 2 and 3 above, reach out to the organizers of the event and see when registration opens, and go ahead and ask if they have any content you could share. While you're at it, offer them a guest blog spot. Now, if you want to take a look for number 7 at your own calendar. Do you have a launch coming up this year? If you do, you'll want to schedule blogs before your launch, during your launch, and after. You'll want to blog about the planning experience or do a slow release about the launch to really build up excitement. And now for number 8, take a look at your travel schedule, both your personal travel schedule and your or professional travel. Blog about what you're going to be up to. You never know if your followers may want to reach out when you're in their area, and they may want to meet up in person. So that's a great opportunity. For number 9, I recommend, or we recommend at PMA, that you plan a regular feature. Now, I know that's a very broad and general statement, but a good example of a regular feature is, let's say you are a nutrition coach. Start the month with a blog about meal planning for the entire month. Then the last week of the month, do a check-in. Now for number 10, for the ideas noted above, you're going to want to build out how your message will be delivered across different digital platforms. For example, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, your blog, because your message is going to differ depending on what medium it's being posted to. And something that is really crucial, don't forget to do this, you want to make sure that they all connect back to a lead magnet to collect contact information. That's something you absolutely don't want to miss out on. Now, with these 10 tips, you should find your calendar filling up very nicely. When you need filler content, you can use current events, which is great, so your followers know that not everything is just scheduled, that you are actively on there blogging and adding content when something happens, like a big current event. You can do a literature review that's relevant to your industry. There's many ways to fill in the gaps. And then you're done. It's as simple as that. And a lot of people find, just the thought of planning a calendar ahead for an entire year daunting, stressful, but this should really hopefully make you feel like it's taken a little bit of the weight off of your shoulders if you haven't done your planning yet. And it's never too late to start. Get out that spreadsheet, lay it out, and before you know it, you'll start filling in all of the gaps, and you'll see how nicely your calendar is filling in. Now, we'd love to see what you come up with. If you feel like sharing things that you find helpful that we didn't mention, or if you have questions or ideas, drop us a line in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. If you haven't already liked our page, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And thank you for joining us this morning. We will see you next week.